what a day I have had. Look at my hair, it's going wild. Never mind. Today I have made a podcast and I read from some different books. I read from this book, which is the Comfort Book. This one. I also read from this one, which is our local Scottish bard, Robert Burns. I read from this one, which is Shakespeare, and it came up about a King Henry VI, and this one of Shakespeare as well. So that's what came up today in my, just like, I think made a nail just now recently, just broke a nail, but never mind. Anyway, yes, that's what I've been reading on my podcast today. And it just all kind of focused on, or seemed to focus on, King Henry. And this is King Henry VI, as I said. And apparently he was a martyr because of his religious beliefs. They actually went as far as to say that they thought he could be potentially schizophrenic because of his religious beliefs. He believed in God. But he kept the faith going no matter what they did and how they persecuted him. He stayed with it. And he was martyred. He was killed. Apparently it was a blow to the head, but we don't know. He was killed in the Tower of London, and he was imprisoned there earlier beforehand and had been released at one point as well. He's understood to be involved in the War of the Roses, I believe a Lancastrian perhaps, I'm not sure, or was he Yorkshire? I can't remember. But anyway, it just reminded me of speaking to someone recently at the co-op, and they were talking about Yorkshire tea and how even though they're a Lancastrian, they really like this Yorkshire tea, which is really good, but they've been specifically told to get a Scottish blend. So he was out getting that, and I was like, he's like, is there a Scottish blend? I'm like, Scottish blend. There was one that was actually called Scottish blend right there in front of us. I was like, that'll be the one. But I like that, or English breakfast, and other kind of teas and things as well. Earl Grey sometimes. Yeah, quite kind of like florally ones. I can't remember the other one. Darjeeling, I think I quite like that. Used to quite like that. Anyway, nevertheless, it was a focus. Let's get back to the focus on King Henry VI. So, you'll also see on my Facebook site today that I have put out a prayer, which is kind of like in a chant and a song version by King's College in Cambridgeshire. King Henry VI, is actually the founder of both King's College in Cambridgeshire and I believe Eton as well. And anyway, really interesting. There's loads more to learn about King Henry VI, but it is good to know that he was also a person who was persecuted for his faith, and people made out that he was mentally insane because of his faith, but he kept it going, he kept on, and he's considered a martyr, and he's very famous and very much held in high regard for his status in terms of his religious belief and dedication, despite what they said and did about him. So that's pretty amazing. Go and check it out on the podcast. The podcast isn't all about King Henry. There's a few other bits and pieces in there as well, kind of personal notes, and then a bit of this reading, as I said. And this was, whoa, thought that was like a, what do you call it? A spider or something jumping off there, but yeah. It's kind of almost in the shape of the Trinitarian symbol, isn't it? Wow. Isn't that amazing when things like that happen? It's a hairband, and it's just made itself into that shape. Right. I'm just going to open up here at any page, and I've got pomegranate. So I'm going to read from this. Much of gossip is envy in disguise. Much of self-doubt is conformity in disguise. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent, said Eleanor Roosevelt. Breathe into you. Step out of the shade. Be you in the wide open. The only success that matters is the success of being who you are. Fitting in is fine, but never try and fit in if this fitting in means becoming something you are not. Become you. Become the person no one else is. If people don't like you, let them not like you. Not every fruit has to be an apple. It is too exhausting to spend this existence as someone else. If you're a pomegranate, be a pomegranate. Sure, there are probably more people who don't like pomegranates than people who don't like apples, but for those of us who like pomegranates, they are what we like best. Oh, I love pomegranates. I do love pomegranates. That was refreshing, and that was a really good message for us all. Be a pomegranate. What a day